Welcome to the Paul Smith Podcast.
Hello everyone, welcome to today's episode of the Paul Smith Podcast. Today I have a very good mate of mine, a comedian, host of the Far From Lombardy podcast. I've been fucking Wikipedia in Europe. An all-round good guy, Mr. Rob Thomas. How are you, mate? You alright?
I'm good.
Good.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too, mate. It has been a while, hasn't it? It's been a while. You've grew a full fucking front hair beard since.
It's not hobo beard.
It looks good. It suits you, man.
I've been getting, well, it's got no hair, haven't I? So I need something to frame me face. And then, you know what I like? You know about this one, I can't go to the gym. I've got no self-discipline. So there's no chance I'm doing body weight tonight or anything. Doing burpees, watching the house shake and all that. Like, there's no chance I'm doing it. So I was like, oh, right. Like last lockdown, I taught tennis, didn't I? Because there was no gym.
Yeah.
So this lockdown, I can't even do that. So I'm like, about a week away.
Why can't you do tennis?
Because you can't do it. All the tennis clubs are closed.
Can't you
I
know?
can't even go to the park and play it. So literally, I'm doing nothing to lose weight. Because I can't go to the gym because I've got no self-discipline.
Yeah.
I need to play. I need to have some sort of...
Still on 6 bottles of wine a day, now?
Yeah, but that's the thing. I'm still drinking. So, I'm still drinking every night. So it's like, right, I need to do something to like, look slimmer.
Got bigger clothes and look.
Yes. I got this. Yeah, but cheers for bringing this up. This is big and tall from Assos as well. Nice way to start the interview, just calling me a fat cunt.
I mean, you led the... You just had a new bit... Sorry, we're getting heckled from tech.
He's telling me off. He just fixed this as well.
He just fixed it, yeah. Rob came in and tripped over and basically fucking broke the room.
Yeah, like I said before, burpees in the house. This is why I don't do it.
So, we good?
Alright, 1, 2. Are we going? No.
Nah, we fucked. I mean, we can edit this out in the edited version, but live, we look fucking stupid here now.
I don't. It's not my podcast. My name's not attached to it.
Camera's on me. I'll just keep chatting then, eh? Just keep chatting fucking nonsense while you fix everything.
While you're chatting, I'll ask you some questions then, eh? Yeah, take over.
Well, I'm having a fucking nightmare this week because Tony Dodson didn't even turn up yesterday, so I'm already flying. This podcast is already the best of the week, even with the technical problems. I was sat here yesterday like,
I was thinking to myself, I put on Instagram, anyone got any questions for Paul? And they were all, well, I was open for horrible ones, like ones that are really horribly personal.
Yeah.
And only one person replied and said, how many birds has he shagged after gigs?
After gigs?
Yeah.
None, you know?
Yeah, it doesn't happen, does it?
Nah.
I've had the chance to twice, I reckon.
Like straight after the gig?
Yeah.
None. Never happened.
I reckon.
And I'm fuming about it.
Career, there's 2 women come on to me, both of them, both times. It's like, why? Like, you know, when you used to be ugly. You know, you worked hard.
I've had a bit of a glow
You're a
up.
lot better. You're a lot better yourself. You know,
I'm a solid 7 now.
Yeah, exactly. You were chubby with your old teeth and your weird hair. Was there ever birds there fit come up to you and you think, what's the catch here?
Yeah.
Yeah, every time after the gig I've had that twice. And then both times it's been a bird and I'm like...
And you find out they got mental health problems.
So my bird sent you. There's no way you're interested in me.
It's a trap.
My wife sent you, definitely.
Just searching for your wife's Facebook looking for her.
Just funny to have birds coming on my Instagram. Like, why would Funny to have birds be on my Instagram? Because she's been on it.
If your bird sends like a fit bird to yours, and like you shagged her, is that not partly her fault?
I'd say no. Because it's testing the loyalty. If a fit bird turned up to your house...
Yeah, but it's like fucking...
At what point are you going to question it?
Yeah, it's like, you meet someone who's fucking... He's been in fucking like Narcotics Anonymous.
Yeah.
4 years in. Clean.
Yeah.
Bad heroin addict, right? Yeah. And then one day you just wake him up and you just go, I'm just going to put this here. You stick a big bag of heroin and a couple of needles next to him. Little tourniquet.
Yeah.
Spoon. Lighter. Some tinfoil. So I'm just going to leave you there for a minute. And then he gets fucking high. Is that not partly your fault?
Yeah, of course it's partly your fault, but the situation you raised was in me bird got something to turn up. And she knows I'm not a sex addict because she knows I'm not that interested in having sex with her. So if anything...
That doesn't mean you're not a sex addict. This means that maybe she's not the drug of your choice.
No, it doesn't leave. That's what it is. It's because I'm not done my choice. Because if I don't have to take my clothes off, but I can still pretend what's underneath is what I think it is.
Would you rather have a wank than shag?
No.
Like, I mean, the way I frame that is ever again.
Yeah.
But like,
there are
like
times
let's say in the week, let's say there's the opportunity for 7 sexual encounters a week.
Yeah.
I reckon I'd probably take the wank 4 times, and I'd shag 3 times.
I think it depends on timings, but yeah, I reckon. Sometimes I just think I just want.
I mean, I'd rather me bed just wank me off or something.
Oh no,
Or not, well, like give me a blowy or something. Just something I don't have to do nothing.
No, I quite like a wank. Sometimes just don't like how quick and efficient it is. Sometimes that's what does my head in.
Yeah.
But women don't realise. They're like, oh, what are you doing wanking? It's like, well, you know, when you don't say it to a smoker, do you?
Yeah.
You don't go to smoke, oh, what are you doing now? Going out for a crafty fag? It's like, because they're just going to have I just want a crafty wank. 5 minutes, done. Bam, I'm back, my head sorted. I'm all right.
I try and spice wanks up me. I bought toys and shit, right?
For wanking?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I think that's the joy of wanking. You don't need none
I
of
do
that.
like a quickie from time to time. But then sometimes I'm like, I bought little toys, me, and I'll watch some. I'll try different porn and that.
That's too much prep.
You know what I mean? Like have a little.
Nah, it's too much prep, that.
Nah, it's good though. It's different though, innit?
So when you say try different porn, do you actually pick your porn before you go for your wank?
Nah, I'll just go on and I'll be like, you know, like sometimes you go on and you go, I know what porn I'm in. I know what porn I'm feeling here today.
Yeah.
I go through stages with porn, me.
Do you?
But sometimes I'm like,
I asked this yesterday on my Twitter. What makes people choose what porn they watch? Is it the situation, the actress, or the kink? And most people said the situation story, which is the same for me.
fuck off.
Yeah. So I will choose porn based on like what's happened that week.
What do you mean? So if you've had like a fucking...
So say my bird's mates come round for a cup of tea, I'll have a wank over my wife's hot friend or something like that. Like, say I've been to a wedding. Right, when I go to your wedding, I promise you, for the next week or fortnight after that your wedding, I'll be wanking over wedding porn.
Oh, mate.
Yeah, full-on wedding porn.
I'm going to tell you this, right? And
Yeah.
She asked me not to tell you, but I've got to tell you. For some reason, right, me and Loz were pissed in my house the other day, right?
Yeah.
And the subject came up of which of my mates she would have sex with.
Yeah.
Because she started it fronting me, going, you'd shag my mates. And I was like, nah. I said, I wouldn't. And she was like, I know which of my mates you'd shag. And I went, you don't.
That's the worst thing, you never do.
You don't. You absolutely
never do.
don't. And she was like, I do. And she said a couple, and I was like, nah, I wouldn't. Honestly, I wouldn't. And she was like, you fucking defo would. And I was like, honestly, I wouldn't. And then she picked one.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I probably would. And she was like, I fucking knew it. And I went, well, you'd shag some of my mates. And she was like, nah, I don't reckon I would. I went, I know exactly which ones of my mates you'd shag. And she went, nah. And I went, I know you'd shag Paul Blair. It's absolutely standard. And I'm saying, if we weren't together and you met him,
yeah,
and you were single and he was single,
yeah,
100%. And she was like, maybe then, yeah. And I said, I reckon you'd shag a young Rob Thomas.
She is not the current. Why can't it be like you? Why can't you shag me and then in 6 months' time I'll be like a young Rob Thomas?
Maybe
I'll be
that's what
fit and
happens.
healthy.
Maybe that's what happens. I'll let you have a go.
Imagine that though. Imagine if that was the case.
Mate,
how selfish would it be?
fortune
How
off
selfish would it be for not let her do it? Like, go listen. Honestly, just one shag, and I promise you, you'll lose 6 stone. You'll get muscles. Honestly, it does something to you. It's like steroids. Like, imagine you knew that, and then you were like, "Oh, I can't do it because of my own insecurities."
I'd definitely keep that to myself, you know.
Would you?
Yeah. Well, I'd charge you for it.
How much?
It's a good glow up, that though, isn't it?
This is the problem.
And you get sex out of it. I reckon that's a good 10 grand. That.
Oh, Dave Longley said this right on his podcast the other day, and he told me to mention it. Not mention this, but mention him on this podcast because he's got a cob on. You haven't invited them on, and you never tell anyone when you.
Because I'm scared of what he's going to fucking say.
I told that to him, and well, it's true because he's racist. Basically,
He would come on and be fucking racist.
He would,
because he knows he shouldn't be racist.
But he said the problem is when anyone says how much. Is once you set your price, you can always be bartered down, and that is the thing. So you said 10 grand here, and I'm sitting there thinking, I reckon I could shag Loz for 5 grand.
You couldn't. Nah, I wouldn't go to 5. But you've only said 5, so you can get 8.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. I'm meeting in the middle at 7.5.
Oh, the worst thing is she's definitely watching this. I'm getting that angry phone call after this, you know.
Last 10 years ago, me and you, love.
Yeah, I reckon, you know what?
Actually, I was with my beard
I've
10
had
years
you-
ago. How old am I? 15 years ago.
Because Rob tries to snake me beard all the time,
Yeah.
like, yeah.
No, see, the thing is, like, you're saying about like your mates, like what beards? Loads of my lads' mates' beards. A couple of times he come on to me after they split up with me mates, and I think it's because I'm too nice. Like, and it's not because like you
I don't think I've
you
ever
say,
heard anyone or you describe you in that way before.
but you say though I try and snake your beard. What I do is treat her like a human being. So like I talk to her like she's my mate. So it's not like
You're in the
if she
DM
comes,
you're in the DMs a lot though.
yeah, but normally calling her a knob. I was in a DM yesterday because she keeps posting things about how you and her are soulmates. It's like, get a fucking grip. You've known him less than 18 months and you're soulmates. Fuck off. And the way she puts on Instagram, if she put that on Facebook, I'd let it go. But she puts it on Instagram. It's like, for fuck's sake, I'm not here for this. That's one of my problems with social media.
Why?
Because I'm self-involved, obviously, because I'm a comic. But I forget people post things not for me. So when anyone posts anything on social media, I think, why would I want to see this? And I have to.
Why is she telling me that?
Yeah, honestly, someone posts it on social media. I sit there going, why would I want to see this? And then I forget, like, people have got family in different countries and that, and that's why they're posting pictures of the kids 24/7. I'm like, why would I or anyone want to see this shit?
You must post shit that people won't want to see though. Been posting pictures of the kid and that?
Nah, got a private Instagram because too many nonsense.
Oh yeah, mate.
First thing I done when my babe was pregnant was I had to clear through Facebook anyone that I thought might have been questionable. Sorry, Binty. Anyone I thought might have been questionable.
Freddie Quinn gone then.
Gone. Anyone that's like literally I thought 50-50, they're gone. So I went from 1,400 friends to 200 friends.
Yeah.
On Facebook.
Am I still on there?
You're not on Facebook anymore?
I don't go on Facebook anymore.
I don't know, assume so. But yeah, anyone questionable or anyone I don't speak to is like, you're gone. And then when the baby was born, I was like, I still don't trust the 200 people that I've got on there. So I haven't posted any pictures on social media. I've got his own Instagram. So if anyone's genuinely interested, they can go, but it's private.
Mate.
But it's private, and I have to accept who sees it. So like,
your baby's got his own Instagram.
Yeah.
And you were fucking kicking off at me about having a fucking dog Instagram.
Yeah, because your dog got its own Instagram.
Yeah, but my dog's Instagram's fire though. And it's not my. That's my bear's. My dog hasn't got Instagram. My bear's dog.
Yeah.
He's a fucking handsome doggo.
Well,
And
your beard's dog.
His name's Pablo Escobar.
I know.
Dead funny.
Pablo Escobar is funny. Your beard, right? Clearly high maintenance.
Ah, she loves
You
it.
can tell, but no, your beard must be high maintenance because of the dog she's got. Because last week your beard was like, "Oh, can anyone groom me dog?" And one of my mates is beard's a dog groomer, and I texted him like, "Oh, does your beard want to do this?" And she said, "What dog's it?" And I sent her, and she went, "Nah, them dogs are a fucking pain in the ass. Absolutely not."
Why?
Because apparently they're just dead hard to groom.
Yeah,
Just like,
they need a proper fucking haircut.
yeah. You know, if that was 10 years ago, you'd never have that dog.
I don't think that dog existed 10 years ago. I just don't
What,
think
like you? Like your teeth?
You go back, yeah. If you go back 10 years, you'd never heard of a Cavapoo.
I'd never heard it when she sent me your beard.
Nah.
I'd never heard of any dogs, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's a Jack Russell or fuck off. Don't like dogs, don't like pets,
Nah.
don't like animals.
Don't
understand it. Don't understand why anyone would want to pick up someone else's shit.
Because the boss.
I just don't get it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm loyal. What's I need to talk for?
I'm loyal. You can take the dog out for a walk. That's good exercise.
I don't like going for walk. I don't like
You've just
walking.
been moaning that you got no exercise to do.
But I don't like walking for nothing. This is another thing. So the baby, put it in a sling. Not last night, the night before.
Like a papoose.
Yeah, like a papoose thing to try and he's getting bad reflux, so we have to sit him up. So put him in a papoose, sit him up, and whenever I sat down, he just started crying. So I'm just walking down the house aimlessly, and it proper pissed me off. It's just like, what the fuck's going on? Why am I walking around my own house with nothing to do? It's just like, literally just walking up and down, and my words look at me, laughing their head off. Because she does that. She's like one of these Fitbit people. So she used to do 25,000 steps a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and every day religiously, 25,000 steps, and you'd see her doing laps of the house, and I'd look at her thinking, you're a weirdo. And the other day I was doing laps of the house for this kid, and I was looking at him going, fucking, me and you are going to fall out one day, you know?
I think that's how you know, you love your kids.
Yeah.
Because when you don't like them and you're still doing it.
Yeah.
Like, I remember fucking when George was a baby and I was holding him, he was just looking at me and then he just put his hand up my sleeve and just ripped one of me fucking one of me underarm hairs out and it killed and I never just launched him. Like, any other human done that, I'd have been like, you cunt!
What are you fucking doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's mad, like. It is mad. You're holding them and they stop crying. You're like, oh, I'm the only, like, you love me so much.
Yeah.
And I can comfort you like that. It lasts for about 6 weeks, though, doesn't it?
You had a nap yet with
After
him?
about 6 weeks, to get needy. Nah, my bear don't let me.
I know, she said.
Too big, aren't I?
Yeah, you are. Oh, shame.
I feel dangerous.
If you can just be on the couch on your back.
Well, I've done that on the couch in the back.
You'll just fall off you then. Just put a cushion down.
What if he falls forward, though? Right onto the laminate floor.
Yeah, just put loads of cushions around in there.
I just don't trust it.
Bouncy castle.
I really want to, and I love it when he is when I'm holding him or he's on my chest and that. But I do sometimes. I like, and a couple of times when he won't sleep at night, I'm thinking, I must have a little nap because he gets his head. Because like I'll hold him like that, and he'll be there, head on my arm, and just comfort, just like fine. And I'll think, oh, we'll just have a little kip, and then just think, nah, because it'll just end you. If I roll over, you're just gone, man. You like just
done.
Just done. Like not even no. There'll be no screams. Just smothered. I done BJJ 6 classes and one lad tapped out because I was lying on top of him. this baby's got no chance, has he?
Can't even tap.
He just literally tapped out.
It's like that's your bit. He didn't tap. We had him in the car, yeah. Have you started the night, like the drives to get him asleep? Is he into the
No,
bar?
not none. I haven't done none of that yet.
Me.
Well,
You start to do. That'd be handy for you though. In the taxi and that.
I want to take him to work. My bear don't let me.
Why not?
I don't know.
Easy, innit?
I think that, but
She'll
she's.
see a bird with one stone, huh?
Well, I was thinking, put him in the front, put him in the car seat. Imagine the tips.
Yeah.
No one's gonna not tip a little.
Nah, that's
10-week-old baby.
Yeah.
Especially when everyone gets in the cab. 7 weeks premature.
Yeah.
This fella, 7 weeks premature. No one's not tipping that hard. But my bear don't have it. Like,
How's his weight in that now? Is he getting big?
yeah, he's sound now. He's like almost £8.
Jeez.
He was born £4.13. So
Big fella.
yeah, he's
Had him
pretty
on the
sound.
protein and that.
Yeah, well, he's on the breast milk, isn't he? So he's gonna be flying.
And the good stuff.
Yeah.
Had to go with it.
No.
Nah.
You asked me this before. I'm never having a go with it.
Why?
Why would I?
It's nice.
Nah. When have you had to go with it? When?
I've had to go with breast milk a couple of times.
Your kid's breast milk.
A couple of people's.
That's the weird thing. No,
I'm a curious guy.
you are. But this is. Nah.
It's sweet.
I don't care. I don't like sweet things. I'm a big savoury
You
guy.
don't like sweet things.
No, I'm a
though.
savoury guy.
Nah, come on, no.
Honestly,
You're not turning your nose up in an eclair or something, are you?
I have a little eclair, obviously, but I'm not going to turn my nose up at it. But if you put an eclair and a pack of pork scratchings next to me, the pork scratchings are getting scranned every time.
Pork scratching. Yeah, we've just been having this discussion before you came in.
Come on.
Sausage and bacon butty.
Yeah.
Right? Is a sausage
And bacon butty or
sausage and bacon butty.
on the same butty.
On the same butty, right? But pigs in blankets on a butty.
Yeah.
Is it a pigs in blanket butty or is it still a sausage and bacon butty?
Depends how it's cooked.
If it's cooked as a pig in blanket.
It's pig and blanket butty.
Binty, you've got fucking back up here, you know, kid.
It was cooked in pigs and... Why are you saying sausage and bacon?
Well,
How do you cook your sausage and bacon? How do you cook your sausage and bacon?
I've held my hands up because this happened a few months back and me and McFerry called Binty a fucking idiot because we basically said, he said, I've got a pigs in blanket butty and I was like, that's a sausage and bacon butty. And he was like, no, I said, you just paid double for the sausage and bacon butty there. You're a fucking knobhead. And he was like, nah, it's a pig in blanket butty. And I was like, yeah, but that's just sausage and bacon, innit? They just fucking, it's just in a slightly different formation on the butty. But it's a sausage and bacon butty.
That's the process of how it's been cooked, isn't it?
But then he did, when we were discussing it a minute ago, I realised that the bacon cooks with the sausage and the sausage cooks with the bacon.
Yeah, and all the juices
mixture of
flying.
fats and that.
Especially if you got like, if you haven't got a, like, you can have a pork sausage, aren't you? But
Yeah.
I was going to say, you get a different meat sausage, but then that's just weird.
That is weird.
Yeah. I was trying to be clever then. I fucked it up.
Yeah,
You know what I'm like?
around the beef sausage.
I'm gonna try
Slice
that
of
now.
roast beef around the beef sausage.
Oh, chicken sausage, one of them little head chicken sausage and wrapping the bacon in it. Be fit.
That would be nice. They're sick, them chicken sausages, by the way.
Yeah, they are. There's an invention for someone now.
How's your, when are you going to do a
Cooking show?
You do your
Yeah.
NFL podcast. You were going to do a cooking show.
I was, but then the person who's going to film it was my mate's husband, and they've got a divorce now, so that's awkward.
Oh.
And also, too many comics are trying to do it, and it's like, Where's the
Because Shanna's is fired on the arse.
Shannon? Yeah, and I feel like some of them are better cooks than me as well. And you know, like I said, I'm competitive.
Shanna's is right. Put the bar up high there, and
I'm competitive. I couldn't be going on there like putting shit food out there, like fucking putting my wings against Shanna's, and Shanna's just put me to that. Nah.
See, I think I'm a good cook, but I'm good at doing like homely stuff.
Yeah,
I'm not like Michelin star.
no, I'm the same. I'm a good cook, but I'm not good as in like. I'm good at knowing what flavors I like.
Yeah.
And putting them in things.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm good at. Like I make Boss chicken wings,
Ooh.
like different types of chicken wings in that. But if you ask me to make something like you say Michelin or something restaurant quality, I'll be like
Something delicate.
Yeah, I just wouldn't be able to do anything delicate.
Like an olive
Always have my
foam.
pants away. That's another thing. I don't like it when anyone says medium heat. No, it goes on the highest heat in the frying pan until it's cut, and then it's just like that. Like they're putting it on medium, and I'm like, oh no, the fats will go render at different times, and you need the juices to flow a certain way. It's like, nah, it's too much for me.
Every time I cook, my smoke alarm goes off.
Exactly.
Every
I
time.
haven't got time to waste. Like, as you can tell, I'm a big lad. I'm not waiting for my food. Every time I cook, it's like this could have been a McDonald's. So it's like it's got to be quick.
Yeah. Oh man, I can't eat any more Mackies, mate. I've been on a little bulk, and I struggle, mate.
Well, you struggle to bulk or struggle to stop bulking?
No, because I've been I've lost a good bit of weight.
Yeah.
So I've been dieting loads, and I kind of got used to it. So now when I give myself that little bit of freedom to go, all right, you can have some more calories now, I just fucking start yamming Mackies left, right, and centre, mate.
When's it stop though?
Exactly, Rob. When does it
That's
stop?
the problem. Like, I remember I lost 5 stone, didn't I, about 3 or 4 years ago? About 3 or 4 years, lost 5 stone. Was in a boss routine, getting up every morning, 45 minutes in the crossy, going playing footy or something of a night. Nice little routine. I was starving myself a bit too much. But got a nice little routine, looking a bit slim, and was made up myself. Went on holiday with the lads, went on holiday with my bird like 4 days later. So basically I had a month off. I haven't been back to the gym now 4 years later. Literally, still paying for the gym. Still saying, no, one day I'm going to get back in that routine. It's been 4 years.
You're still paying for the gym?
Yeah. I'm still lying to myself every time. And my bear goes to me, well, I just cancel the gym. And I'm like, nah, one day.
Gym is it?
Only like Sports Direct, only like 10s.
Yeah, that's why. That's how they get you them. That's a fucking good business model. That.
It is, and it's so cheap that you don't cancel it.
Yeah.
These just got me to watch your podcast before I come on. £5.68 a month. And
So what's the podcast that you're going on?
I watched the podcast, not this one. Because I thought I'd watch a couple before I go on, see what Paul talks about and that, and then make sure to like copy what other people are speaking about. And then I know I've signed a 3-day trial, already forgot about it. So they've paid them $5.68 now, so you're welcome. And that's never getting cancelled. Unless the only way that's getting cancelled, if I could text Paul Blair and go, can you cancel that for me? And you know he's not going to. So.
If you haven't subscribed, I mean, I know if you're watching live now, you have.
Yeah.
Or you've got the 3-day free trial, which please forget about and leave that going. But if you're listening on the audio in a few weeks or next week or whatever, or now obviously in your time, subscribe.
It is worth subscribing, like some boss
good.
stuff on there.
And the live shows are boss, and all the specials are good.
All the specials are well. It's worth it just for the specials.
Yeah.
Like, but then like say all the live shows are weekend and that, I think they're going to be the best. Like when you actually seeing a proper live comedy show is nothing like it.
Great, innit? And Rob Thomas does it.
I do it now and again.
All the time, aren't you?
Yeah.
I mean, it's shit when you watch Rob because he doesn't use the mic, so you can't hear what he's saying. I mean, it's good in the room, but he's a smart ass and just goes, "Oh fuck this!"
No, what happens? What happens? The littlest thing happens, and I just think, "Fuck it." It could be the littlest thing in the world. Like the mic will glimmer the wrong way, and I'll be like, "Fuck this! I don't need you. I'm loud enough." I just like then everyone in the room feels like something special's happening,
and everyone in the sound booth's like, "Oh!"
And I don't look around. I have my eyes closed the whole performance, so no one can even wave at me or nothing.
The fuck?
Yeah, it is. It's just I don't panic while under pressure.
I know. He's doing your NFL podcast still going, isn't it?
NFL podcast still going, yeah. It's going strong. Far from Lombardi. It's literally
Explain it to the folks.
It's meant to be about NFL.
Not gonna lie to you, I haven't listened to it.
I know you don't like NFL. You don't like
NFL.
sports.
I don't like sports really.
UFC is the only one you like, isn't it? Yeah. So NFL. It's about the NFL. It's meant to be a recap. It originally started for newcomers and that, like us, but it's just quickly turned into, because it's not with any other comics or nothing. It's just with 3 of my mates who like NFL, and it's just literally turned into us calling each other cunts every episode, trying to wind each other up, and betting, gambling. It's more about gambling than anything else, I think now. It's basically turned very toxic, So if you like that with a sprinkling of NFL analysis thrown in, which I'll be honest isn't going to be that accurate, because we'll all watch the games. None of us fucking understand it properly to the levels that we should be having a podcast. But it's a little bit of a laugh, and we just gamble far
So
too
the
much.
premise is that if I want to learn about NFL,
Yeah. So what'll happen is something will happen that we don't know about, and we'll stop and explain it. And like if anyone texts us in and asks us questions, we'll go and find the answers out. So anyone who's new getting into the NFL, it's like an entry level podcast. Whereas a lot of the NFL stuff is like, the NFL is really complicated. Well, any sport's complicated if you don't know about it enough. It's like when you like the UFC. What happens when a lot of people watch the UFC is they watch it, they go to the ground and they go, I don't like this, because they haven't got a clue what's happening.
Yeah.
So they're just watching people and think they're just talking on the ground. Like, whereas you go and you learn about the BJJ and what's happening on the ground, it gets that interesting.
Yeah.
Well, the NFL's like that. It's like people are like, oh, it's dead stop start, or what are they doing this? What's that mean? What's that mean? There's so many different terms in that. People go, oh no, it's too much. And we're meant to be there for, if you're watching it and you want to get into it, then listen to us, because we only 5 years ago we were getting into it, so we're trying to help people grow into the sport more. And we're also, everything we've ever seen about the NFL, it's just all dead Americanized and corporate and stuff. So we're like, let's get rid of all that. We'll just swear, be horrible to each other, which we are generally. And then we just thought we'd gamble as well, because that's what we do all the time. I'm always gambling on footy, always gamble on everything.
so you just gamble on the NFL, innit? Or you
Just gamble on the NFL, but a lot of times with each other as well. So like, someone will make a stupid shout, and then you get fronted, basically. So I'll say, he's shit, he's doing nothing, and someone will go, all right, then I'll bet you that he does do that. You'd be like, oh, fuck. And then you're being recorded, so you can't back down, can you? So, like, literally, there's my notes on my phone is just full of bets that we made on the podcast, which we now got to just fulfill.
How much is all out of?
I don't know. I added it up. I know. I was in the hole last year at one point for about £400 to one mate, and then I won 2 bets and got it all back to about 20 quid. But yeah, you normally ends up around about even, but not like sometimes it can just go horribly wrong.
How many episodes do you know?
I don't know. This is the second season since we've been doing this. From the start of last season. So it's the second season. So it's only 16 weeks. Maybe about 50 odd, something like that.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be honest, during the off season it gets a bit low. Like,
Yeah,
you lose things to talk about. Yeah. But that's when we just start fucking making stupid bets. Yeah. That's when all the stupid bets come out. He's shit. All right, sound. I bet he does this next year. It's like, yeah. So I don't have to pay that money for another 52 weeks. And you're like, oh shit. That's the problem. Every one of us has got a problem with future money, we call it, because all bets, we don't pay out anything until Super Bowl day, which is February. So when you haven't got to pay something until February, like you, your wedding, I bet you bet you at the moment your wedding, you and your beard are going, yeah, we'll get that, because you haven't got to pay for it for another 3 months.
She's going fucking off her head.
Yeah.
She's fucking absolutely mad. She is. She wants fucking fire twirlers and shit like that. She's a fucking idiot. I know you're watching as well, and I'll tell you to your face, you're a fucking idiot.
Fire twirlers.
Like, some of the shit she's come out, like, honestly.
Does she know you might not be able to work until, like...
Mate.
I knew I'd make you have a breakdown. I knew if I come on the podcast, I'd make you have a breakdown.
It's going to be a lovely day. It's going to be a lovely day.
Oh.
We're going to look that nice in our tuxes. It's going to be good. I was rich for half an hour.
You know,
it was so good.
People ask me that. People go, hey, so does Paul make boss money? I was like, well, he made boss money for about 3 months. And then he hasn't worked for a year. They're like, so what's that? He's like, well, I think this tour was meant to be the one that made him. Yeah. But it hasn't happened. And I don't think it's ever going to happen.
Nah. Fucking done. You know what? No, it's fucking hilarious, isn't it, really? I mean, at least I got to taste what it was like.
Yeah.
At least I got to taste what it was like to be like... No, I wasn't rich, but I was...
No, but you were comfortable for the first time in your life.
In relative terms to like my existence, I was like...
Yeah, because I remember when I first started and you were just poor and it used to make me laugh.
Poor, mate.
It's like...
Yeah. Just have to borrow money off because you had cash all the time, didn't you?
Always cash. Cash king. Cash is king, aren't I? But yeah, no, because I remember you being like... Because I remember when you made it and I was saying to you, I said, fucking... You weren't a bum, but you were like... You just fucking just... You were happy with little, with very little, and now you've got a lot. Oh, you know,
well, I had a lot.
You had a lot compared to relative.
Now I'm in a lot of debt.
Relatively, you had a lot.
That's the mad thing about like you think like because now I've got like that perspective of it. You look at people who I would imagine is fucking. I'm speculating totally. Yeah. I've got a clue about his finances. I don't know him very well. He seems like a lovely guy. Like like just as an example, say Jason Manford, right?
Yeah.
Who you would imagine is fucking minted.
Yeah.
Like minted, and is probably in relative terms to like normal people.
Yeah.
Minted, but is probably in a lot of debt as well.
Yeah.
So which he can a lot of very manageable debt, but if you stop his income completely, then that debt just goes
and the problem is
upon you,
and
like, shit.
I reckon the problem for someone like Manford is as well, because of the years of being like well off and relatively okay, he's built up a lot of good credit, so that debt can just go and go and go. Whereas if my income stopped now, my debt would stop quite quickly after. So I want to go, I'm not lending it to him. Get fucked. How's he ever paying that back? Whereas you now, or maybe not you because it's only been a short amount of time, but someone like Manford or Bishop, they're like, look at his credit. He can afford to come back.
Lend another milk.
Exactly. And then 6 years down the line, when you're not selling out stages, like, shit.
I'm getting off. What are they looking on doing a runner?
I'm going right wing. That's it. Fuck it. Where's the gap in the market? That's where I'm going.
Oh, man. How long have I been... I was thinking about this when I was on my way here because I thought I've got Rob Thomas on. I have to ask him. It's hard when because I've known you since you've started doing comedy, basically. It's hard to like interview you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I feel like I'm asking you things I should already know.
Yeah, because I think one of the problems that we have is we've known each other for a long time. But as you always mention, I'm busy when you ask me to do things. Yeah. So I haven't got any of the night out stories that you and Rowan now. Because I remember watching that thinking, I've got none of them. Because every time he asks me, hey, do you want to do that? I'm like, sorry.
He fucking moans that he doesn't come and do nothing. And then every time you ask him, he's like, I can't. I'm a fucking Benidorm.
That is how I measure my success. How many lads' holidays I can go on. And with me bears, like, I'm doing all right.
Yeah. But we met in 2010.
So my first gig was November 30th, 2010.
Was it?
That was Rawhide Raw.
Was that like next week?
Yeah. So that was
12 days, 11 days.
Mm-hmm. Rawhide Raw. It's also my sister's birthday.
Rawhide Raw. Sam Avery's gig.
That was a Thursday, I think.
How'd you get on? Did you win?
Yeah, I won, but I won out of sympathy. It's win's a win, innit? So basically, there's a lad called Paul Martin was on. Yeah. Anyone doesn't know, he's a nice lad. Does a lot for charity now, but he was a bit of a tit when he was at stand-up because he robbed a lot of jokes and he just said horrible ones as well. And there was Lewis Calvert, who is one of our mates. Yeah. He was on, but again, he was very horrible. And the thing is, they were both on, and in a normal comedy club, they'd done really well. But the night that I was on for my first ever gig, there was 30 people there from an internet social group. So basically, people have gone online to make friends with each other. I think you've spoke to a couple of people like that before. Yeah, we had a couple of them in ours. Yeah, so like they made friends online because they're obviously very lonely, and like they come to Rawhide Raw. So you can imagine the kind of people that have to go online to make friends. Not have to, but will go online to make friends. You imagine the kind of life experiences they've had. And both Paul and Lewis were on stage talking about people getting bullied and that, and but making out that the bullies were very pro-bully in what they were saying. Anyway, they weren't very nice in the things they were saying. And then I come on stage, my leg was shaking like proper up and down. I'm trying to do like I think 8 minutes. And I practiced it all day in the mirror, and it was 8 minutes. Got on stage, it was 4.5. And like. God. I'd done it. I was clearly nervous. I'd mentioned it was my first ever gig straight away as well. So when it come to the gong off, like Sam Avery, who used to host it, didn't even have me up because he was like, "Oh, we never done the time," but I never got gonged off. But like, he never done the time. And then all the people from the internet social group, which was 30, I think there was 36 in the room, they all went, "No," and they cheered for me to win. So I was like, "Yeah, I've won." So in reality, didn't do the time, didn't even get up on stage. The champ. But a star. But I looked vulnerable. And that's what made me win. You looking vulnerable on stage. No, it's weird, isn't it? You have a very aggressive demeanour. Well, the first time I ever gigged was literally the next gig I had. That was the Thursday. Next gig I got Sunday. Envy Hot Water. I remember you saying to me afterwards, "Have you ever done any stage before? You look got a real natural stage presence." Yeah. And I was like, "Oh, that's nice." And then as you do comedy, you realise that just basically means you're shit. When someone says to you, "You look comfortable up there," you know, that basically means... It's like saying, "What is he a good comic?" He's a lovely guy. He's a lovely lad, you know. Oh, I tell you what, he's got a lot of comedy. He's have a go. In the green room, you know what?
I enjoy him.
But yeah, I remember my first ever gig, that's what he said to me, and then like years later realised, oh, that meant he either wasn't watching me or that was shit. But yeah, that was my first ever gig, so that's how long we've known each other.
I was watching you, Defo. You had that joke about fucking Pep Guardiola, didn't you?
No, it was about
It was
about playing football for Barcelona.
But you shouted, Pep.
No, vamos, Chico, just scouts for come on, lads. that was my big
what
bit.
Am I thinking of then?
That was a joke, just didn't mention Pep. Pep is but that's Rose bit that he eventually copied 5 years later.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just so similar.
10 years later, when I've left that behind, he's recycled it.
Yeah.
It just sounds like Ro.
Oh yeah.
Well, go on. What else did you want to ask me? Like, go on, interview me if you don't know me.
Just that, just like, who's your inspiration? Fucking hate that question. Who did you watch growing up? Now, why did you get into doing stand up though? Because I always find that interesting. Like, because I wrote this, and he was like, he loved stand up and he wanted to do it, but then he shit out, and then he kind of just set his own giggle, which is a fucking bad thing to do, and then realised he can't do that, and then come and done Hot Water to practice.
Yeah, so I started because watched Jack D live the Apollo one night, not the where it was different comedians, literally just Jack D on his own show live the Apollo when I was like 12 in my bedroom, and just thought it was the best thing I'd ever seen in my life, just hilarious. And I literally went to school the next day and said to everyone, I'm going to be a stand-up comedian, and everyone's just like, what are you on about? Like, that was it then. So I was convinced I'm going to be a stand-up comedian. Didn't do nothing about it besides tell everyone I was going to be a stand-up comedian. And then I went to uni, went to Leeds, did 2 years in Leeds, did the first year twice. Don't tell me Ma, she thinks I've done 2 years. did the first year twice.
I hope your Ma's just subscribe to this.
Oh, mate. While we're here then, Mum, I only got about 5 GCSEs. I didn't get 9 A's and B's. No, I did. I got 10 GCSEs. I got like all A's to C's, but not as many A's and B's as I made out. And in my A levels, I didn't get 3 B's.
Did you lie to your man about your GCSEs?
Did you lie about anything I can get away with?
Did she not check your like fucking national record of achievement?
Nah, she knows me GCSEs because she knew. So the thing, my GCSEs, I reckon my GCSEs shat all over your GCSEs.
Yeah, man, were terrible.
Yeah, but I went to merchants, didn't I? So like that was the problem.
Yeah.
So my mum wanted to batter me. So like my GCSEs were all right, and my A levels were all right. Not my first year though. I had to repeat that as well.
I could only get C's, me.
No, I could get it. Everything come too easy for me. That was my problem. I'm too lazy. So I knew I'd sit an exam and do dead well, but then the coursework just wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
So I'd be getting like E's and D's in my coursework, and be getting A's in my exams. And like I remember my dad wanted to twat me once because literally.
I don't blame. Look, if I
this
paid for the
happened.
Dead posh girl
This
for my
happened.
kid
This
and
is
he come back with fucking less than A's, I'd be giving him a fucking dig. You know?
Well, imagine how my dad felt, right? When one day he said to me, "What's going on? All your teachers say you can do this. What's going on?" And he was like, "What?" All teachers said, "If you work hard." Because what had happened, I'd put a piece of homework down on the teacher's desk and gone, "Today that full marks," and just walked off like dead cocky. And she wanted to not mark it. Like she was like, "It's not, you're fucking lazy cunt. You've not done this properly. I know you haven't. You've been a cocky little shit." Marked it and went, "It's a fucking A full marks, fuck's sake." And then rather than getting praise for that, which I think is what should have happened, she called me mum and dad in and said, he walked in to my desk, went, "That's an A full marks," walked off, cocky as fuck. I said, "I didn't want to give him it, but it is an A full marks." I said, "The problem we have now is he knows how to get an A and full marks and refuses to do it every other time." So my mum and dad were like, "What's going on?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't want to be like doing it." Like, "What do you mean?" It's like, "Well, why work hard for an A when I can just do nothing and get a C?" And me dad, literally, me dad, after the meeting, took me to a car, took me down the marina by Crosby, and just stood like, my dad, like fucking 6'4", fucking massive, like even towards me, just stood there over me like, "What the fuck's going on, son?" And I've never felt so scared in my life. Just like, what the fuck are you doing? But that is literally, I've coasted by on life with the same attitude.
That's your attitude.
That's my attitude. Absolutely.
Why try for an A when you can just
coast and get a C?
C's all right, isn't it?
C gets you by.
I was made up with C's, me.
Yeah.
I started off good in school and then I just fucked about and I got put into lower sets because I was naughty.
Oh no, I was.
So I could only get C's.
Yeah, everything was too easy for me, so I just didn't do nothing.
And I smoked weed before my GCSEs.
No, I didn't. I was that good, you know. I was just lazy. My problem is, and my whole life is dead lazy. Never took drugs. Never been a naughty boy. Just lazy as fuck. Like you literally Just can't be arsed doing anything. That is my problem. That's how I've got through life. Just fuck it.
Do you reckon that's held you back in your stand-up career?
Yeah, definitely. That's why everyone goes, you don't gig outside the Liverpool. It's like, I do, but it's got to be worth it. Otherwise, I'm not going to...
I've been to Wigan.
Everyone's like, you don't... people go, why? Like, people, because I've still got my taxi, haven't I? Panda cab, Bootle, on social media, anyone wants to find me. Don't waste my time, though. And don't be saying, can I have any jokes when you're having fares? No, fuck off. You pay me for your fare, you don't pay me for the jokes.
You charge extra for the jokes.
Yeah. But anyway... I wish I would. I'm too much of a shit house. Yeah. I should do that, shouldn't I? I should write myself
a little... get a good taxi set, you might fly there.
That's what see again, laziness though. Yeah. Laziness letting me down. Like I set up that Instagram, right? Thinking every day I'll post something. I posted you when I picked you up after you got engaged and I haven't posted anything since. That's the story of my life.
So what you just said there is not worth following you.
No, but you can get in touch with me. You can still get in touch with me through it. The only two things I posted, right, on that Panda Cab page are that, when you got engaged, thinking, oh yeah, I'll start posting every day. That'll be a little bit of mass growth for me, Paul, shouldn't it? And when the Marcus Rafters was about the food banks, and I posted saying, anyone struggling to get to food banks, who've got kids and that, public transport tonight, mate, let me know. I'll take you for free. Didn't think Marcus Rashford was going to see it. I didn't tag him in it. Somehow he's seen it. Someone from his team seen it and screenshotted it and posted it on his Twitter. And I got thousands of like retweets. And then I was sitting there going, fuck, I'm going to have to actually do this now. It was all just a lie before.
Did you do it?
Well, no. No. No one got in touch.
Oh, thank fuck for that. It's just like, fuck off, you know, man. Trying to get people to follow me on
exactly.
Instagram.
I was virtue signaling. I was literally doing the epitome of virtue signaling. And that cunt's fucking held me up to it. Fronted me. It's amazing what he's doing, but fucking hell, man, at least ask. Could have messaged me and gone, are you serious about this, lad? Like, fucking no, I'm not serious about anything. I threaten to fight loads of people all the time. You actually say you don't have this fight, then I'm going to go, no, like, it's the same thing. No, but basically, what had happened was two people had got in my taxi going to food banks the week before. Like, normal fares the week before. And when I found out where they were going, I wasn't going to charge them. But then I thought to myself, how many people haven't got into a taxi because they can't afford that £7 to go to the food bank to be able to feed the kids? Because, like, literally both times you could literally understand why the people got to be food because they weren't going around the corner. Yeah. They're going like 3 or 4 miles, and with kids, like 3 kids, prams and all that, they're probably sitting there thinking, "Are we going to go and get this food from the food bank?" Never mind. Like, so that's why I done it. So I did do it genuinely for the goodness out of my heart. But after that, no one actually took me up on it. So I did it twice before he even offered, and then since he offered, no one's actually took me up on it. So.
Well, if anyone does need Rob to take them to anywhere for free,
anywhere.
See a Mars. You're not allowed to go see a Mars now. You just want to drive past and wave.
I'll wait outside while you go to the window.
You'll have the baby in the front. You do threaten to fight a lot of people.
Every gig, threaten to fight the whole audience. You know what it is? It's because I've realised you can get like I'm good right at reading people, and I understand my size. People are scared of me.
Yeah, you are an imposing figure
for no reason.
There's a question coming for you. If comedy boxing bait, would you do it? And who would you like to fight? Not including me.
Who's it off? Or was that you?
That's not off me. That it's off Callum.
Callum
Oakley.
If I Callum, it'd be our last, wouldn't it?
Do you know what though? Right, and I'm not even just saying this. Callum come to the gym with me a couple of times, because you know their Jordan was like golden gloves.
Yeah.
And Callum used to box when he was younger, and I was like, all right, yeah, mate, he's rapid, you know.
Is he?
Like he's rapid, yeah. I was like, yeah,
rapid punches all the time.
Good little combos on him and stuff like that. Is that like he could hit? Yeah. Obviously, there's a massive weight difference. Do you know what I mean? But like,
I'd wrap him up like. There'd be loads of dirty boxing going on.
Yeah, as soon as you got hold of him, it's game over. Yeah. But like, you know, when you like, because Callum's so soft, isn't he? Like, you just wouldn't imagine it. But he started throwing digs, and I was like, "Oh, you'd be a problem, you."
Who do you reckon the hardest in comedy is? Because that's who I'd want to fight.
Longley, defo.
I'd fight Longley. Like, I want to fight Longley though.
Well, this is what I was going to get at, because you keep threatening us to fight. I don't think that's a good fight for you, though.
We'll see. I told you I was raised by the state.
Is it just boxing?
Well, I said to him, I'll fight you boxing, and he said no. He said he wants full MMA.
Yeah, because I think he knows that's the only way you've got a chance. Is like a fucking like a proper Riddick bow over
Run up.
Yeah, because you beat him on that punch machine.
Yeah. You know, like, I'll be honest. I want the hardest. I'll fight Longley. Like that's all day. All day, but like I'm telling you now, I'll be full. I'm a cheat. I am the worst cheat. I'll cheat at Uno now. If we were playing Uno, I'd cheat now.
How can you cheat at boxing? Where are you going to load your gloves or something?
I'll do something. Yeah, I'll leave a little fucking
sandbags in your gloves.
A little one of the tapes where the tape's dead scratchy and that, give it on his eyes as I'm walking down. And all that. Stand on his toes and that while we're doing it. Mate, knee him in the bollocks.
Drugging his water and that.
Ah, mate, I do all of it. I'm telling you now, I'm the worst cheat in the world. Horrible at it. Like, you name a game, I'll tell you the best way to cheat at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured out ways. You know when you know, right? I figured out.
When we used to play chess online, and you used to cheat.
If I could find a way to do it, yeah.
You're horrible, you.
I've cheated at stuff like that before. Just steal someone's phone, don't you? I was playing my mate at something online, and I paid his daughter $5 to go make it a bad move on his phone while he wasn't watching. I'm honestly, I'm saying that Uno cheat. The best cheat at Uno you can get. What you do, all your 6s on 9s and all that when people are playing. You do that, you do it on purpose, make yourself get caught, and your next one you just make the biggest cheat in the world next time because people lower the guard thinking you can't cheat again. Like, that was a fake cheat. I was cheating to cheat, and that's the way I mean.
So what, you start sticking 2s on 6s, isn't it?
Start sticking 2s, and then go, you fucking cheating. I go, oh, you caught me there, didn't you? Next thing, fucking 8 cards down at once, and no one's paying attention because they're all thinking, aren't we made up fucking caught him cheating?
Why the fuck are you cheating at Uno?
I can't cheat at everything. I'm terrible. Honestly, I'm horrible.
Why?
It's competitive. I like to win.
Yeah, but does the win doesn't mean fuck all then, does it?
I hate people who say that.
So
I hate people who go, no, it doesn't mean nothing unless you're like, you've earned it. I'm like,
yeah.
I actually
think that though.
Do you?
Yeah.
Are you one of them people like, oh yeah, I'll go on a run and I'll race what I did yesterday.
Yeah.
So like, say I'd done that in 10 minutes yesterday, I'll do it in 9 minutes today.
Yeah.
I sit there going, well, yesterday me won. I still won.
So would you cheat with yourself?
No, because I've still won. If someone goes to me, did you race with yourself? And I go,
but then today you is shitter than yesterday you. So
yeah, but yesterday me's great. Like you just said before, Loz would shag a young Rob Thomas. I'm fine with that. At some point in my life, I was banging your bird. Like, what?
Fair enough. So you don't want to progress, you're just happy that at some point in your existence you've achieved.
Yeah, because I'm really good at arguing, so I'll just hold on to that
and
keep finding a way back to it like I just did then.
Do you cheat at arguing?
Do I cheat at arguing? Can you cheat at arguing?
I suppose so.
I'm like, my mate say I should be
fucking people's heads up.
My mate say I should be a politician.
Gaslighting.
Yeah, I do that. Do a lot of that. Do a lot of gaslighting, and I also, because I'm dead loud, I just start shouting over people. So like, you can't win if you can't be heard, can you?
Yeah, I noticed that because we had during lockdown, we had a few Zoom bevies, didn't we, with the boys? Yeah. And there'd always end up fucking arguments, and you'd just be like, no, fucking. And you can see on Zoom, like, as it lights up who's talking, and no one else is lights up, everyone's like,
I'm standing up shouting at the laptop.
Mike, and you're like, fucking listen to you.
I tell you that I would like to box Freddie Quinn, just because you said.
You wouldn't. It's sad. I need to stop slagging him off for it, because to be fair to him, he put an effort in. He put more effort in than I thought he had in him, so he's got heart, because he should have collapsed about 25 minutes before he did. But, so he kept going, which is, you got to give some respect for. But fuck me, mate, I've never seen anything like it in my life.
Yeah, I know, but I like the fact that I could fight him and it'll look like an even fight.
No, because you've been in the boxing with me and I've seen you punch, and I know you can punch. Yeah,
because I'm quite sporty. I'm just massive.
But like I can't explain what it's like. I can't, honest to God. Because he was going, like, because he was chatting a lot of shit. Yeah. And I'd love to punch him in the face. I'd love it. And I'm a nice guy, do you know what I mean? But like, I was thinking, I'd love to fucking punch him in the face. See, and he was giving me a load of like, I'm gonna come on, we'll spar. I've got a lot of weight on you. I've got punches power in that. And I was like,
power?
All right, Freddie.
One punch power.
Yeah. And then he got there, and mate, he started in and the lad who holds the pads for us, boy, he just looked at me as if to go, no, mate, I can't do it. I can't in good conscience let this happen because I've never seen someone with such weight behind them.
Yeah.
It's so light.
The problem is there's different levels of fat and people don't understand. Like, I'm fat, but I've always been sporty.
Yeah.
So like, you ask anyone who's played footy with me, you can't get the ball off me because I'm too big and I know how to use my weight.
Yeah.
But Freddie's not like Freddie's never played sport or nothing, so he thinks because he's fat and he'll know. Like, there's ways to carry your fat and you've got to know how to do it. You've got to know how to shift.
Would you fight Freddie Quinn?
I would fight him just because I know I'd swat him, and I know it'd look like a fair fight. And like I say, it's like cheating, innit? It's like cheating because everyone go, "Oh, that's a fair fight." They're both fat cunts, and I know one, I'm fitter than him, and I know I'd swat him. And I was just like, yeah, I'd love to.
You heard it here, guys. Rob Thomas thinks he can do Freddie Quinn and Dave Longley.
Yeah, I think I could do both of them at the same time. I'd push Freddie into Dave.
I honestly think Freddie's that bad that he'd make Dave worse.
Dave would be trying
to help him. Slow Dave down.
That's the problem. Dave's you're saying you're a nice guy, but really underneath all you're a cunt. Whereas Dave is a cunt underneath all dead nice guy. So we would be trying to encourage Freddie, really and I'd just be fucking popping shots while he's trying to. No, Freddie, you want to move your head a little bit, bang, yeah.
Yeah, he'd be giving him like fucking push your hips through, Freddie, push your hips through.
No, you try and take him down.
I'd love to see that comedian's boxing come back.
It was a good thing, wasn't it? I was good to when I hadn't played Kai's gig, so I couldn't do it. Yeah. So I said to him, get me involved.
I know.
I need something like that to lose weight. Because I need.
Yeah.
You fight now though, because you have to have someone the same profile as you as well.
I reckon I'd end up fighting and getting battered by Milo McCabe.
You can't though, because Milo McCabe hasn't got your profile. When it comes to comedy boxing, it's not just weight. You've got to have matching profiles, really, haven't you?
Not really, nah. I don't know. But Milo,
like ticket sales sort of thing.
No, ticket sales wise.
Yeah. So you'd have to fight like a Manford or a Bishops or someone like that. Now, I know they're probably a bit bigger than you, but you're around that level.
I reckon
now.
I'd do
Sloss. You could fight Sloss.
Nah, Sloss is lovely though, isn't he?
Yeah, again, no, is he?
I reckon he's strong though. Got a big dick as well.
Yeah. I hate that. I used to have I used to have an okay dick. Not big, just okay.
Okay.
Then I got fat and it just gets consumed.
My dick's got bigger.
It does.
Oh, I'm so happy with it.
It's because you lose the little fucking fat pouch there. Mate, that fat pouch does...
The pubis.
If I could lose any bit of weight, it'd be that. Like, if
get lipo, just get lipo there.
Well, I would consider that. I would actually consider that. Like, I've googled it, and there's no like clear thing just to train that pubis area. You can't. It's like you've got to train everything else. Like, you know the way you can train your arms and your back and your belly and all that. Yeah, you can't train just that bit because I would train like that to fuck. Because my knob used to be okay. Like my knob used to be a good size, whereas now it's fucking tiny.
That's not how your body works.
What do you mean it's not how your body works?
So, like, if you want to get rid of your belly fat, doing sit-ups not going to get rid of your belly fat.
No, but you can train to get certain parts of your body. You can concentrate to get your arms bigger.
No, because you haven't... Yeah, but you can get your arms bigger, but you're not going to take the fat off it unless you take all the fat off.
No, of course, yeah. But what I'm saying is, you can have a bigger arm.
Yeah, but
I can't get a smaller pubis. It's horrible.
Do them pelvic, do Kegels.
If they ever thought they'd work, I would.
I'm doing them right now.
You do. Honestly, that's the only part of my body where I'm honestly... Because people always say, oh, why'd you lose weight? The only reason I ever really want to lose weight is just because it makes things easier. Yeah. You can't be arsed going to big and tall shops and all shit like that. It's just so I lose weight when I stopped fitting into neck clothing or American clothing.
That scared me when I couldn't go to... I went to Top Man and like I put a shirt on and it just was there.
Yeah, like double XL.
No, they don't even do double XL.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like it's the higher size
they had, and I was like, oh no.
You know when that's happened to me, because that's when I start losing weight. So when I go into Next or somewhere like that, or like I go into the American shop because they're a bit more, a bit lenient with the sizes, aren't they? Fat cunts.
This is a medium.
So when I go into them shops and I can't fit in the large or the double XLs, I'm like, right, lose weight now. And then I get back into them, feel dead good about myself, and then just start pounding them. Yeah. Start pounding it all back on again. But so I'm not really people people lose weight because not happy with the body and that. I've never not been like that. I'm quite happy being fat. I'm comfortable, very confident. Never felt insecure about nothing. Besides in the pubis area, which that is the one thing.
I'd watch you just look at it and
it just upsets me. Like, it's just
how much dick do you
second belly. I reckon I've lost a good 3 inches.
3 inches of dick?
On flop.
3 inches on flop of dick.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, when it's hard, it pushes back through. Not all of it. But say I used to have a
It's
six.
really bad that I want to see you dick.
Say I used to have a 6.5 inch dick, right?
Yeah.
I reckon now when it's hard, it's 5.5 inches. But when it's flop, it's 2.5 inches tops. It's just fucking. Some of these things are just jokes, by the way, of any women watching. Loz. No, but you know what I mean?
Loz will be fine with that. She told me she doesn't like big dicks.
Why? Because she's had a few and she's like,
Yeah.
I'm sick of them
That's
now.
literally what she said to me.
I'm sick of them.
She said big dicks are overrated. And I was like, oh. She went, no, yours is above average. And I was like, are you fucking messing?
No, you're very confident with it.
I was fucking gutted, you know. I bring it up all the time. It's in my wedding vows.
In front of her half fella. I love Loz, even when she said I had a little dick.
She's accepting me for my tiny penis. Oh, man.
No, yeah, that's the one bit about my body's changing. No, we never even. The one question you asked me, I never answered. I
can't even remember. We went on a tangent, and I think that's what this is all about.
I think it's better to do that because it was a boring answer anyway.
It was. What was it? Can't end on it.
Well,
we've got like 4 minutes left.
Got 4 minutes, don't No, we won't end on it. Well, basically, I just wanted to do it, so I failed uni twice. Come back, pretended I was going to start uni again. Even though I knew in my head I wasn't going to. See, this is the other thing as well. I do things knowing full well I'm not going to go through with them, like uni. Done 3 years of uni, 3 years of first year uni I done. I didn't go through with any of them. Literally, didn't finish any 3 of them.
What did you do in uni?
Two English language and literature in Leeds, and 1 law in Liverpool. And every single time I'm standing there bullshitting to like the second one in John Moore's, I had to give them a big spiel why they should accept me, because they were like, why should we accept you? And I was like, well, I done English and I shouldn't have, and I knew I shouldn't have. And I just want to wake up one day proud of like the job that I've got. And I want to wake up one day knowing that like I'm fulfilled and I want to do that. And they were like, giving all the spiel, they ate it all up, give me my place and all that. And I was gone within 3 months. And I knew in that interview where I was saying all that shit, I'll be gone within 3 months.
Why did you do it then?
Well, God, I just felt like I had to. That's what it was. I just felt like I had to. How much you do loads of stuff like that, don't you? Cause one of them, like, because I went to merchants, and I feel like I had to go to uni. I was like, what I shouldn't have done. I shouldn't have went to merchants. No, I should have went to merchants. It was good for me, but I should like.
Would you have done a degree in stand-up comedy?
No, there's no point, is there?
Nah.
Do you mean if I had the choice?
I mean, if you didn't own that option was there.
No.
Certain unis offer that, don't they?
Yeah, Salford. But we've seen, the thing is though as well, that uni gets praised for the comics that come out of there. Then but the problem is you only see the ones that make it. The shit ones that have come out of there as well.
Who's come out of there that's made it off that course?
Kitty, Jason Manford. Kitty Pitcher McLean.
Jason Manford didn't do that course, did he?
Did
he? Yeah. Oh, no, fair play.
So like, there's been a couple of decent ones come out of it. And then like I've heard the comics that teach it now, and I'm like, they're not even comics. So, why are you teaching it?
You're such a bitch.
No, well, honestly, right. I thought this podcast should be me calling.
We got 58 minutes to do without Rob fucking absolutely insulting someone.
Well, I was hoping to insult a few more people.
You've insulted Longley, but I think he'll be happy.
Yeah, Longley's fine with it, and Freddie.
I think he's. Yeah,
Freddie. Again, I'd say it to the face. I was hoping to insult a few more people, like, but
just get it in.
It hasn't come up.
A minute and a half if you want to call anyone a cunt.
Yeah, Fern Brady, she's a cunt. You're gigging with her soon.
Next year.
Yeah, she accused me of slut shaming. So I don't think
you're a cunt, Fern. I think you're a great comic and a lovely person.
I think you're a horrible cunt. I think plenty of people do think it as well. And I think you subtweet a lot to get attention, and you don't even back it up because you can't. Because you're a coward. That's what I think.
I knew you were going to do this. You're the 7th episode, and you fucking had to come on and fucking try and ruin me podcast. Now she's going to fucking tweet about me now, and I didn't do fuck all.
Tweet about how toxic.
These are not the views and opinions of the Paul Smith podcast. These are Rob Thomas's views and opinions alone.
I'll be honest, I didn't think not much of you, and like I thought you were fine until you tweeted me calling me a slut shamer for you know what the worst thing was? I'd said that it was when that Joey Diaz video was going around, you know, where he was talking about getting blowjobs for like stage time, and I quote tweeted it and said, "This is wrong. This is horrible. Like, It's literally shouldn't be laughing about statutory. Shouldn't be laughing about what is technically like sexual assault. And she quoted it going, "I can't believe the lad that I couldn't believe." I read Rob Thomas, and I had to look at it twice. The lad that slut shamed me like so many years ago on Facebook or something like that, and like I hadn't slut shamed her. All it said was she was a goer. That's all it said, because I heard she shagged a few lads, and I said, but she's so angry. Shagging her must be like baffing a cat, which is a Johnny Vegas joke. So again, I was being a hack. Call me a hack. Don't call me a slut shamer, because I wasn't slut shaming you. I didn't say it was bad. I just said you had to go, and that you were very angry. So anyway, so she went, can't believe the same Rob Thomas who slut shamed me, blah blah blah, and I was like there, like look at it going. I didn't realise me calling you a goer was the same as saying statutory rape is bad. Like, why are the two things? Why are the two things equal thing? Why? And then the first thing was, though, should I have said that when I was younger? Probably not. Was it slut shaming? I don't think so. Was I in the wrong? Yeah. So I said to her, sorry, Fern. So I apologised to you about this before. Soz, if you're still angry about it. And then she never said nothing then, because she knew she couldn't. Like.
So you are sorry.
I'm sorry. I wouldn't say it now. Like what she gets up to is none of my business. Do you know what I mean? Whether she has a go or not, it's up to her.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
I don't think negative about it.
Anyone wants to shag anyone?
Exactly.
Well, like within consensual.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, consensual.
I love the way you're trying to backtrack and now. Oh shit! How do I not get cancelled?
I'm fucking sidetracking, backtracking. Skirting around the issue, really.
What? You should get it on next week. So, Rob Thomas said...
Rob Thomas said you're a goer. What do you think of that, Fern?
I wish I was.
Well, I think there's times in my life that I've been a goer.
I had 6 months.
Yeah. Yeah, it never lasts very long with me.
Yeah.
Not a good goer.
I had, when I come out of Merchants, got kicked out of Merchants, went to Hugh Baird College.
Maybe Fern just had that little 6
and
months.
I had 6 months of being like, oh my God, I'm actually quite clever. And everyone in this college seems sound, whereas like, I didn't have a nice time in Merchants, so I was like, oh, I didn't want to be there. I was like, I actually want to be here. This is dead good. All confidence was in me, quite witty, quite quick. Ended up sleeping with loads of birds, dead skinny at the time as well. Sleeping with a few birds and all that, and then like
extra 3 inches a day.
I had extra 3 inches a dick, yeah. That's probably what it was. That's probably where the confidence come from. And then like now I've still got that same level of confidence when I haven't got the dick to back. So I was like, oh yeah, so I had to go for about 6 months, and then I met me bird, and I was like, oh yeah, that'll do.
That'll do. Well, on that note, on that beautiful.
I think she's probably going to watch this show. I'm only messing, babe. Honestly, I love you. This is the worst thing.
He just proclaimed the mother of his newborn baby and his beautiful wife.
Well, you done this to me last time. Last time I was with you about my beard as well.
Ah, mate, yeah.
When I was at Paul Blair's wedding.
Fucking funny. Because Rob is a different person when he's with his bird. He doesn't really bring it about because he turns.
I keep everything separate.
Yeah,
that's how you keep happy.
His life.
Exactly.
So when I saw him with his bird and he was on good behaviour, I took the opportunity to absolutely fucking terrorise him. And I followed him round the wedding. Your bird must think I'm a fucking arsehole, and it was worth it.
She hates comics. Like, just hates comics in general.
She must think I'm a cunt, but I enjoyed it so much.
I just sit there going, oh, I wish she wasn't here so I can let out every bit of rage.
He was trying to just kick off and just start fucking calling me a cunt, and he was on best behaviour.
It was, because like you can't do that. I've got to make sure she's having a good time as well. She had a wedding where she knows no one, and every bit inside me was like, I'm going to get this cunt.
He just wanted to tackle me.
Just wait till your wedding. Wait till your wedding.
Wait till now that I know me better than Shaggy.
Wait till your speech. That never happened. He doesn't mean it. He said that last time.
These are the same vows as last time. Rob, nice one for coming down and chatting to me and stuff like that. If you've enjoyed this and you want to hear more Rob Thomas, you got loads of videos and stuff online. If you want to learn more about the NFL, catch his podcast, Far From Lombardi. Is it at Far From Lombardi?
At Far From Lombardi on Twitter and Instagram.
On Twitter and Instagram. And get him at Rob Thomas Comedy.
Yeah.
Follow him. Just check him out. He's dead funny. He's got loads of stand-up videos on Hot Water channel as well.
I think I've made the playlist. So if you go on my Twitter and just click on me, you don't have to see 18 videos of Paul before you get to my next
I mean,
one.
it's worth watching me first, just to make it worth your while. Isn't it?
I think I'm the only one who's probably self-involved, has made his own playlist. So it's just all my videos. So whenever the next up, it's never you.
You're a cunt. Good luck with everything. I'll catch you soon, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But, good luck with the baby and all that. Congratulations to you
Cheers,
and
thank
your
you.
missus who will do. And yeah, thank
Don't
you
know
for
her name,
coming.
do you?
No, what? Caroline.
Oh, you were close then as well. It was just Catherine.
Catherine. Fuck.
You fucked
I've
it.
only met her once. You don't speak about it.
I just like the fact that you were like, oh yeah, we're good mates, and you can't know my bird's name.
We are good mates though, and the fact that I don't know your bird's name reflects upon you.
Fair enough.
Because you speak to my bird more than me.
I'm just very welcoming, that's all I am. I wanted to feel welcome in
I'm
Liverpool.
going to slide in your bird's DMs later.
You can't do-
It's asking how the baby, isn't
Here is Lee Fox Bard, I got some tips there.
it? Rob's pubis is really, really letting you down these days. So yeah, thank you for coming down. Thank you all for tuning in and watching. If you're watching on the live, if you're not subscribed, next time you can watch live and get involved. If you're listening on iTunes or Spotify or whatever you're listening, give us a like and a subscribe. Give us a little review. 5 stars, not 4, because that's fucking bollocks, baby. Either 5 or nothing. That's it. And yeah, just thank you, and I'll catch you all again soon.
In a bit, thanks for that.